You know, Randy, sometimes it's so difficult engaging in public discourse. Let me be very frank with you. And you said I followed your group religiously. Indeed.
I mean the issue. There are issues.
Yes. And I'm not ashamed to say I got very close to them. They needed help. They were bastardized. They were criminalized. People were on their neck daily, especially George Owusu. Indeed, he was harassed left, right, and center. He nearly
lost it.
25 charges, if you recall, counts were imposed on them. Financial loss here, financial loss there, financial loss everywhere. They were killing the guys, claiming that they were a front for President Kufuor. Our NDC friends went out there claiming that they had 3-point-something% in the equity. Jubilee was actually a Kufuor thing, and they were only fronting. They didn't understand why 2 Ghanaians could be beneficiaries of that equity that was about 300 million when all Ghanaians had nothing, or 10%. They didn't understand. They knew, some of them, because in actual fact the 3.5% equity that your group held was from Cosmos. I'm sure you also know that.
Yes.
Was from the 90% of Cosmos. It had nothing to do with the Ghanaian equity. Yet these guys were subjected to terrible harassment and criminalization. At the end of the day, they decided to offload their equity to Talo. Indeed, let me tell a story. Initially, the Cosmos was offering them cash, some 50 or so million for bringing us in and us discovering. And the guy said, no. We
want equity.
Yes. That they hadn't discovered. Don't forget. So there was no guarantee that there would be discovery.
At the level of prospecting.
Yes. Then they took it, and thank God there was discovery in commercial quantities. So naturally they made a right judgment call. All these things went on. Fortunately, Talo decided to buy them out. So they did the deal. But it needed government consent.
As a part?
Yes. It's part of the laws of our land. I know the struggle that went on. And they were hours away from losing everything. Because you know the cash calls, cash flow difficulties and things. Yes. Eventually, the government of Ghana, I was not even in the US, but I was monitoring closely everything that was going on. And the EU group, now they are defunct, but the two individuals are alive. Randy, it is not true that payment of $13 million was required as a condition precedent for government consent. It's not true. It doesn't exist anywhere. It is not true that UO Group were supposed to pay $13 million as for corporate social responsibility to develop the Western region. That is also not true. These are myths. Nothing of the sort happened. I am saying so. We have to be honest, we have to be fair to everybody in this game. Okay? So, what I know, and yesterday I deliberately, I knew it already, but yesterday I deliberately checked again with the UO people. And Randy, $13 million, you can't put it in a bag and send it to somebody. It will come from a bank outside, it will go into Bank of Ghana. So there should be a paper trail, but because there is none because it didn't happen. Take it from me. It's a myth. So there could not have been a payment of $13 million by the UO group to the government of Ghana for a president or a vice president or a minister to take over and divert elsewhere. It's just not possible. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. We must have the courage of conviction to stand for what we believe in and to defend what we can defend with documents and facts and records. In this case, take it from me, it's a myth. It didn't happen. That's all.